So I think virtual reality is fascinating. That was one of the projects I got to work on at Hulu. I mean, when you try virtual reality and you have an actually good experience, it feels like one of those few times where you can kind of see around the corner of what media and entertainment is going to become. If you have a bad experience, it's terrible. But when you can actually, when you feel something that's immersive and oftentimes reactive, I think it's just an incredibly, actually I would almost say emotional experience. And I think that's one of the things that draws a lot of us to media and entertainment, is the fact that it's a business where you can actually elicit these very emotional reactions from people.
Sure, it's hard to come up with just one trend because there are so many exciting things going on. But if I were to pick one, I would say consumer Internet of Things. Internet of Things is essentially your day-to-day objects becoming connected to the internet and becoming more intelligent around you. So from what I've seen, the trend has been there for quite some time. On a hype curve, the Internet of Things is almost at its peak. However, it has not been adopted yet in the consumer space, which opens up the field, to a wide range of companies to come and create an impact.
So there are a couple of trends that really fascinate me. Our first one is regarding television. It has been the rise of streaming content. Essentially, what fascinates me about this particular trend is that although it has fundamentally changed how consumers consume content, we have not been able to monetize it completely. There's still a lot of avenues that we have to explore in terms of how do we measure who's watching, how do we in turn monetize that, should we go with a subscription model or should we go with an advertising model? If we do go with an advertising model, how do we find the correct demographic? If you go with a subscription model, what is the optimal pricing? And is this a trend which is here to stay for a long time, or is it just a fad? So this is such an open area, and I think that all the MBAs that come out of business schools in the next 5 years will be still tied to that one particular trend.
I think what's interesting nowadays about the industry in general is like consolidation wise. We have Verizon, we have AT&T, we have these big companies that you wouldn't really think of media or tech that's now entering the industry, and it's now doing so in such a way that's really going to change the OTT platform in a sense, because once you connect the viewers who already have they already have FiOS, they already have the Verizon data, and then once you connect them with the content, that's going to be really a game changer.
My favorite EMT trend that's happening right now. I think that it's the way that people are, the way that you start thinking about how people are watching movies. At Paramount, there was, I forget the name of it, but there's this one, trending thing that, you can, interact, you can, watch a movie, with your friends and, have them, FaceTime with them and be watching the same movie on your same computer screen.